Roger. I'm gonna hop down. I just realized.
Good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network, the Digital Sim Sports Network, and our live coverage of the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars, Lernerville Speedway, Sarver, Pennsylvania. Getting ready to get after it. Guys got about 60 seconds before they go into qualifying. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you are ready for some racing action tonight. Get us tonight, get us Sunday, Monday, and Friday next week. So until we get past the New Year's stuff, a little bit of a limited schedule, but we'll start filling her back in the week of the 6th. That'll be Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So, hello, Tiny Dancer. I hope you got that all figured out, man, because I have no more to give on that deal. Sorry. I don't know what else to do with it. $30 wing sprint cars in here this evening. Yeah, these guys usually get somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40. A few guys gone for holiday stuff. We don't know where they go. They just go. It's going to be a fun one no matter what. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Mr. Vinny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's the rest of the family? I hope they all had happy holidays. I myself am alive and well. I will say that. Driver's getting ready to run out here. Comes that 21 machine of John Helms. If memory serves me, he won last week. I believe they could have been at Knoxville. It's been a minute, and I have slept once since then. Looks like Mr. Helms is trying to work the bottom here on this first lap. Got the car set pretty good right there. Nice lap. Dittmer was quickest until Helms crossed the line. 13:52 for Helms, 13:65 for Dittmer. Oh, Alex Shazinski, the old 23 machine in the house tonight as well. He will come around. Where will he go to? He'll go to 6th quick. There's Whiskers, Ernie Williams. Williams right around the top. He's getting away from being the catfish. He's liking to ride the rim a little bit. Andrew Allen jumps to 4th right there. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Chad Griggs out here. Chad Griggs stopped on the front stretch. He must have a problem. I heard his wheel. He was having problems with his wheel. Scotty Thomason jumps to 20th quick. Tayton Sander, the 42 machine, boy, he fought that getting into one. It was tight right there. He really almost took it over the banking in turn number 2. That car just doesn't look settled. Yeah, session coming to an end. John Helms will be your quick qualifier. Johnny Anderson, Brandon Dittmer, Andrew Allen, Trevor Royer. Your points leader over at DSRL right now. So let's get ready to look at the starting lineup. For heat number 1, it will be the 21 of John Helms, your quick qualifier for the evening, on the front row with the 18 of Andrew Allen. Rick Main in the 187, row 2 inside, next to Brad Waite. He's got the 814 lined up there. Mason Heimbaugh, the 04 car, in the 3rd row with Chris Schaefer, the 23. That's inside and out there. Your 4th row, Jesse Bandy, the 49. Zach Chapman, the 720. And your 5th and final row for heat number 1, Jordan Lorson, the 4 car, next to the 27 of Chad Griggs. I hope Griggs still doesn't have a problem. Heimbaugh and Griggs have not made their way. Yeah, that's not a good one. We'll look from here because we still are missing Chad Griggs. And Griggs was having a problem with his steering setup a couple of nights ago. First of the week, I think. And I don't know. I thought maybe he had it fixed. He cut some laps in the warm-up session. He is not making the call here for this first heat, so... Yep, still do not see the 27 car back there. He had a lot of ideas pitched to him about how to fix it. There he is. Now he pops in there. Maybe he's got it righted. And we'll get 10 cars. Looks like 3 heats. Top 2 are automatically into tonight's A main. Everybody else will go through the 2 B mains, where we will fill in the remaining 14 cars. That's 7 from each B main. 20 cars for 30 laps at the end of the night for the A main, so you'll have a total of 5 of 6 events tonight. All right, we'll keep our eyes on that pace truck. It looks like he is going to go around one more. Nope, he is not. He's going to make the hard right-hand turn. We're going to get ready to go green. Helms and Allen off of our front row here for heat number 1. Green flag in the air. We're underway, and I imagine John Helms, I watched him in practice. That car looks like it is very, very stable and hooked up. Allen fought a little on the start to get it underneath him. Here comes Waite. Waite with the slider in 3 and 4. Grabs the second spot. Oh, big crash down the front stretch. Caution. Let's get out here and watch this. Here's your slider in 3 and 4. They come back together right there. So that'll pull a couple to the infield. Looks like Andrew Allen, Rick Mayne, and Brad Waite all catching a piece of that. Helm, Schaefer, Bandy, Griggs, Chapman, Heimbaugh, and Lorenzson still out on the track for us. Uh-oh. There goes Schaefer. Schaefer. Oh, he's got a bent wing. He must have got a piece of that somehow. Well, you get the best part of that, Adam. Yeah, I was surprised you didn't, Scotty, honestly. But Adam's getting the best half of that, I promise. So, lights still on our pace truck. We'll get ready to turn them off right here. Schaefer came back to the track. He's over. Yeah, he's catching back up. Looks like whatever was broken on that top wing, they got it fixed. All right. 7 to go this time when we take the green flag. Helms
green flag.
On the throttle. We're back underway. Bandy was thinking about going for the slider right there. He pulled down low like he was going to make that run. Helms is covering the inside. Chad Griggs, missing in qualifying, starts last in this heat. He's up to 3rd. Whatever was wrong with the 27 is no longer wrong with it looks like, because he is making some tracks to the front. Wave a lap this time, 5 to go. Still Helms, Bandy, Griggs. Then Chapman now up to 4. Griggs having problems out of 4. I think the car just got away from him there. He gives up 2 spots. Heimbaugh got around him as well. Now Rick Mayne back on track is trying to get around him. Oh, got in there, got into that left rear tire, and now around we go again. No caution for this one, surprisingly. Car backwards on the front stretch. He'll take it to the infield, and Schaefer will be done this time. 3 to go. Helms, Bandy, Chapman. Heimbaugh to 4th. Main is 5th, and that battle for 3rd and 4th may not be over because Heimbaugh moved to the inside. Thought he was going to try to make a run up the backstretch on the left-hand side of that 720 car. He's just not quite there yet. As the white flag will come out. Helms and Bandy, the 2 transfer cars at the moment. As long as they keep them facing forward, they're going to punch tickets and go straight to our A main. Chapman, Heimbaugh, Main, Lawrenson, Griggs, Schaefer, Allen. Waite will be the finishing order. So we'll get ready to look at heat number 2, and the lineup will be thus. The 7 of Johnny Anderson next to the 90 of Trevor Royer on your front row, your second row. Chase Wolf in the 5. Randy Shreves, the 56 car. The 91 of Ernie Williams inside row number 3 next to Diego Plaza in the 39. Scott Thomason in the 6 and Dean Reynolds the 79. They make up row number 4. And your 5th and final row, Sam Milliken and Jesse Dacus, the 29. And I think Dacus is in the 7. Yeah, we can't quite see the car yet. We'll get them right here, get them ready to roll out. Jesse Dacus not making the call here in the heat race. So we'll get the pace car out of the way. We'll get ready to go green again.
Green flag.
And the green flag out of turn 4. Anderson got a fantastic start. He's going to jump way out in front of Trevor Royer. Royer just about closed the entire gap there on the second lane in turns 1 and 2. This time down the bottom 3, 4. Coming out of the corner, Royer almost had the lead. He was 5 car lengths behind when we dropped the green flag, and now he's battling side by side with Anderson. And Anderson is working hard to keep that inside covered. He is running right through the middle, making that car super wide without actually making it any wider than it needs to be. Wolf around the top, the 14 car, battling with Williams. So you got a Inferno, couple of Black Diamond Motorsports, and a Helms Racing car, all battling in the top 4 right now. Randy Shreves in 5th, hanging on in front of Diego Plaza. We're going to go back to the front because Royer is not done. Now he's moved up just a little bit on the racetrack. He lost a little bit on turn 2. The exit wasn't very good to him right there. And now Anderson, he's moving the car around. We're going to get a caution. Randy Shreves and Scott Thomason are going to have a problem. Oh, Shreves got some help, and he's going to catch Thomason. Thomason had nowhere to go right there. So Shreves got some help getting down in the corner. I think he got help from Plaza getting sideways. So Thomason and Shreves both going to the work area to have a look at their cars. And Anderson doing a pretty good job of getting that car where he needs it, just enough to break Trevor Royer's momentum. Ernie Williams moved up to the 3rd spot. Reynolds 4th, Milliken, Plaza, Thomason. Shreves looks like he's back on track, but he is quite a ways back. I don't know if that car damaged or not. Took it in, brought it right back out. All right, we should get the pace truck out of the way this time. Everybody tightening them up down here, turn number 3. Just waiting for Johnny Anderson to get us restarted. Anderson rolled it in there nice and smooth and jumped on the throttle at the perfect time because Royer had rolled up to the back of that 7 car. And right when he paused, that's when Anderson went. Perfect timing. He's going to enjoy quite a good lead right here coming around to 3 to go. Ernie Williams is the car. Dean Reynolds all over him. Both these drivers on the outside looking in, but they want a good spot for their respective B main starting position. 2 to go this time by. Thomason and Plaza are side by side. That's for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Scotty Thomason. Round the outside, white flag. Put Thomason in 5th. Anderson got to hold him off for one more set of corners. And Johnny Anderson takes Trevor Royer with him. Both go to the A main. Williams, Reynolds, Thomason, Plaza, Shreves, Milliken, Wolf, and Dacus. B main action for those drivers. All right, should be the final heat race of the evening. We're going to line them up just like this. It's going to be the 83 of Brandon Dittmer on the pole with Corey Jans in the 138 on his outside. Patrick Spangler, 39 car. Row 2 to the inside. Alex Straczynski in the 23 on the outside. Dylan Berg, 14, row 3. He has the inside starting position with the 91 of Matt Grimm on his outside. And then Andy Patton in the 87. Josh Whiteman in the 24, inside and out in row 4. And your final row for the final heat race. Parker Ennis, the 10 car inside. Titan Sanders, the 42 on the outside. All 10 cars made the call. That is... I thought that car was sitting pretty funky a second ago, so I had to take a second look. All right, pace car's going to get out of the way. We're going to get this thing a-rolling here.
Green, green, green.
We waited for the starter to show us the green flag, and that is going to give Jans a pretty good advantage on the outside. He'll come off of turn 2 with the lead. Dittmer is second. Straczynski around the top side, looking for 3rd. Spangler fighting hard on the bottom. He's keeping the 39 car locked in at the very bottom of the racetrack. Pulls alongside of Dittmer for 2nd. He'll surge ahead momentarily, then gives it all back, plus a spot. Dittmer got around him. Straczynski got around him. Jan's still out in front. Dittmer, Straczynski, Spangler, Grimm are the top 5. Corey Jans. Alex Straczynski cut right underneath Dittmer, and he took the spot away. He's in the transfer spot now. Still a battle. Spangler and Straczynski knocking wheels down the backstretch. 5 to go this time.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution behind. Let's go see. Dylan Berg is going to get into it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of help right there. Woo! That's a hard lick. That's a second hard lick. Wow. Yeah, he got a bunch of help. Slider, I think, from Titan Sanders is what put him into the wall. That was a hard lick. So Berg and Annis on the hook and in the pits. We're going to have a 4-lap shootout. Spangler and Straczynski were having a pretty good battle. Tapped tires at least twice. Neither car got out of shape. All right, green this time with 4 laps remaining. Final heat race. Last 2 cars to automatically lock into the A main. Jans with another great start. Man, he got the initial start. He was perfect. Holding on to lead. The battle's going to be for the last direct transfer spot. Straczynski got a decent run through 2. Spangler working the very top side of the track. He can't get too much further out there. That right rear will fall over that cushion, and he will be out of here. Top 3 have broken away from Dittmer and Grimm now. 2 to go that time. Everybody kind of moving up the track, almost to the very outside. Second group running about a lane down, but we're under the white flag, and now here comes Spangler, going to go for the slider, and he didn't get there. Jan's going to have to cover that slider one more time. Spangler's going to steal it. He and Jans punch their tickets. They're in the A main. Straczynski, Dittmer, Grimm, Whiteman, Sanders, Patton, Berg, Annis, all out. And so Jans led it all until we got to 3 and 4 for the final time. Going to be B main number 1 right here. 7 cars are going to transfer. Chapman and Straczynski on the front row. Reynolds and Main in row 2. Grimm and Plaza in row 3. Griggs and Sanders row 4. Milliken and Allen row 5. And row 6 is Berg and Dacus, if Dacus makes the call. So far, 9 of our 12 drivers. 10 of our 12. Chad Griggs and Jesse Dacus. The only 2 drivers there is Chad Griggs. So it looks like Dak is having problems. All right, we're going to roll them off. 7 of them. Going to take their spots in the A main. The other 5 are headed home, and Dacus is already on the go-home list. All right, pace truck's out of the way. Green flag imminent right there. Chapman got a good start. Straczynski and Main got away pretty good as well. Here comes Grimm on the inside. He's right behind Dean Reynolds. Contact between Main and Reynolds. They'll keep it friendly. We'll go back here. Diego Plaza, the 39 car. Your final transfer spot after lap number 1. Sander, Berg, Milliken, all right there. Andrew Allen, 3 wide in the middle right there behind, just trying to fight so he can start to work on that car in front of him. Needs those spots. Can't make a train. Oh, somebody's out the side door. I'm going to go with Zach Chapman. Zach Chapman off of turn 2. He's going to try to get it right and get it back in here. Right now we're watching Dylan Berg in the 14. He is the bubble boy. Last transfer in. Straczynski's got the lead. Grimm is second. Main, Reynolds, Griggs, Plaza, then Berg. Titan Sander out of this one. Zach Chapman, well, he's nearly a lap down. He is right there going into 1 and 2. He was up front, and he is almost a lap down. Must have slid it off the track and brought it back on without us seeing it. Alex Straczynski. Two seconds out in front of this group right here, and that's Matt Grimm and Dean Reynolds in second and third. Rick Main in fourth. Chad Griggs fifth. Diego Plaza and Dylan Berg and Andrew Allen. We got 4 laps to reel in the 14 car. Not making a lot of progress. Lap time's roughly the same as the car in front of that lap. He's quite a bit slower. He's a little almost a tenth and a half slower that last lap. Gap growing wider this time. Straczynski. 2 to go. He is going to lap the 72. Chapman will take that car to the infield. We'll come around, catch the white flag. Straczynski can keep it underneath him for one more lap. He'll be in the A main. He'll start inside the the 4th row in the 7th position. Matt Grimm will go with him. Dean Reynolds, Rick Main, Chad Griggs, Diego Plaza, and Dylan Berg all going to the A main. Milliken, Allen, Chapman, Sanders, and Dacus finished for this evening. So we got one more B main, and then we'll be ready for tonight's 30-lap feature. This is how we're going to line them up. Whiskers. Oh, Ernie Williams, the 91 car next to Mason Heimbaugh, the 04. That's your front row. Brandon Dittmer, the 83. Scott Thomas in the 6, row 2. Row 3, Jordan Lorson, the 4. Josh Whiteman, the 24. And then it's the 56 of Randy Shreves and Chris Schaefer in the 23 in row 4. Row 5 will be Andy Patton, the 87. Chase Wolf in the 5. And I don't know if Wolf is actually in the 5. I want to say he's in like a different number. But Brad Waite and Parker Annis making up the final row. Chase Wolf not making the call right now. Neither is Lawrenson. So we are going to have 10 cars racing for the 7 spots. 2 more. Give them the old heave-ho. They are finished for the night. Oh, Scotty T right there. Lives just up the road. I say just up the road. It's 95 miles, but it is just up the road. When you can roll 85, it don't take long to get there. Alrighty, going green this time. Final B main. The last 7 transfer cars coming out of this race, and the green flag in the air. Ernie Williams got a fantastic start. Three-way battle for second right now. Heimbaugh, Dittmer, Thomason. That looks like it's settled now. Here comes Whiteman. Whiteman trying to work the top side. I tell you what, Scotty Thomason is not done with Brandon Dittmer. He is still going to try to take another spot from him. He's going to go to the high side. Just a tiny bit of contact. They're all going to survive. Thomason up the backstretch. Alongside one more time. Fires it into turn 3. Comes out of the high side. Give him the spot. Move Thomason to third. Dittmer still fourth. Then we got contact behind. Cars headed up the track. Cars getting punted from behind. Schaefer back to 10th place now. We had a transfer spot in his fingers momentarily going into 1. Now he is the last car on the track. And it is Andy Patton in that 87 machine. That is officially your bubble boy right now. Dittmer got sideways next to Whiteman, big time. Shit. Dittmer's car does not like whatever is in turn number 4. That car is sideways every time he comes off the corner. That time looked a lot better. He got it a lot straighter on the exit. Whiteman now working to the high side of his teammate, Scott Thomason. Trying to get that third position. We're inside 4 laps to go, and Whiteman will go by. Scott Thomason down to the inside, and he may give the spot back to Dittmer as well. He may fall to 5th right here. Right behind that, Shreves and Patton were side by side momentarily. That's 5 and 6, and then Andy Patton inside. Not anymore. Brad Waite got around him on the top side. 2 to go for these drivers. Now Brad Waite is the bubble boy in the B14. Williams coming out of 4. You got Heimbaugh right behind him. No, that's not Heimbaugh. That's Schaefer. Chris Schaefer right behind him. Lap car. And Williams has the outside of row number 4 for the A main. Heimbaugh, Whiteman, Dittmer, Thomason, Shreves, and Waite will make up the rest of the field. Patton, Annis, Schaefer, Wolf, Lawrenson. All done for the night. We've eliminated the 10 cars we needed to. We've got our 20-car starting lineup. A few minutes of warm-up, and we will be ready for tonight's feature race. Quick reminder, we're going to have one show on Sunday. Going to be 9:30 Eastern. Be the Aces Up Sim Sports Pro Challenge Series. I forgot where they were going. I looked it up before I came in, and the old man in me forgot. Can't trust him. If you look at the guys, they go out. You can see 3 slick lines on this track. There's one about a lane up off the bottom. There's one right through the middle, and then right at the top. And I will be very interested to see how long that top line lasts, because half of these guys are going to go right to it. Who has cold and nasty weather where they're at tonight? I don't think we're going to see all the cars come out. I think they want to run through this, get this 5 minutes knocked off the clock as quick as possible, and get to the feature. And I applaud their efforts. Looks like we got about 15 of them out there or rolling out. I believe that was Ernie Williams just flipped onto the track right there. Sunday night's race, then Monday night, 2 shows. Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder. They're wrapping up season number 24. Big Block Modifieds will crown a champion. That's a very tight points race. I want to say it's just a handful of points, maybe 20, first and second. And then 360 wing sprint cars at 9:30. And the foregone conclusion is that Trevor Royer will pick up, I want to say, about championship number 8 or 9. He has won about a third of the titles in the seasons that have been run there. When they ran the open and the fixed, he'd win that pretty regular. Both in the same season. I want to say 14, 15, 16. He won those 3 back to back to back. And he has put it down. He's got 3 wins on the season. Heading into the final race. So session advanced, and now it's time for the starting lineup for tonight's 30-lap A main. It's going to be John Helms and Johnny Anderson on the front row. Patrick Spangler and Jesse Bandy in row 2. Trevor Royer and Corey Jans, row number 3. Then all of your B main drivers. First B main, Alex Rosinski. He won it. Second B main, the winner was Ernie Williams. So all the guys in the first one will be on the inside line. All the guys in the second one will be on the outside line. Matt Graham and Mason Heim in row 5. Row 6 is Dean Reynolds and Josh Whiteman. Rick Main and Brandon Dittmer in row 7. Row 8, Chad Griggs and Randy Shreves. Diego Plaza and Scott Thomason making up row 9. And our final row, Dylan Berg and Brad Waite for tonight's A main. All 20 cars made the call. They will all roll out here onto our front stretch. "30 green flag laps." I have no idea why it's showing John Helms at the back of this field. It's showing John Helms 1 lap down. I don't understand that at all. We'll see if it fixes itself once we go back to green. That'll be interesting. Try to fix that scoring. We just check what they feed us from the receivers. So, pace truck getting out of the way. Ready to go green. Green flag in the air. Helm out front. Anderson and Spangler battling for second and third right now. And Anderson will grab the spot away from Spangler. Spangler setters into third. Here comes Trevor Royer for fourth. Battle at the front there. 2 wide, 3 deep. Spangler went from third to first, and now he'll go back to second. Here comes Royer on the inside. Helm still out front. Spangler, Royer, Anderson. Bandy is right in there. Caution for the first time. Watch the 56 car. Oh, he got bumped, got up off the track, then got shot back onto the track. I think the suspension might be broke on the 56. Then Jans got punted out of here again. So we're going to have to wait for all this to figure itself out. But Straczynski and Grimm, Shreves and Jans are all in the pits right now. Went in, came out. Randy Shreves and Corey Jans are not able to return. I think those cars are heavily, heavily damaged from the incident. Helms, Royer, Spangler, Anderson, Bandy, Williams, Reynolds, Whiteman, Main, and Griggs are the top 10. Dittmer, Plaza, Berg, Thomason, Waite, Heimberg, Straczynski, and Grimm. So looks like we're doubled up. We're getting ready to go green one more time. All right. It is going to be a double file restart. Pace truck does have the lights off. He's getting out the way. Both Shreves and Jans made it back on the track just before the green flag. They're going to just be about 3/4 of a straightaway in front of the leaders right here. They stayed on the lead lap, but we'll see if either car has the speed to stay in front of these guys. Helms, then Royer up to the high side. Trevor Royer riding the rim, and he's going to go all the way to the lead in turns 1 and 2. And out of 4, he's going to get to the line. We got to stack up behind. I think they got it all righted. Oh, Dittmer's backwards. Caution's coming.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
He may have been one of the cars that was involved in all of this a second. No, he wasn't. It's Ernie Williams, Dean Reynolds. Oh, now he gets down in there and gets Thomason. And I think that was Dylan Berg he got a piece of. But Royer in 1 and 2 went in there third, and he came out on the high side and shot past the leader. Went all the way to the point. Scott Thomason, Brandon Dittmer, Dylan Berg, all in the pits at the moment. Thomason going to make his way back out on the racetrack. We'll double back up, get ready for the restart. Pace truck is out of the way. We're waiting for Trevor Royer to get on the loud pedal, and he does.
Green, green, green.
Good start. Anderson going to challenge Helm for second. They're 3 wide behind that momentarily. Rick Main, Jesse Bandy, and I think that's Josh Whiteman. They were all 3 wide momentarily. Ernie Williams trying to ride up on the high side as well. Passing a couple of cars here. He's going to get in behind Bandy. And now has to maneuver his way around the 49 car. Looks like he gets good exit speed, but he just can't go anywhere with it. He'll drop down, look to the inside of Maine. He almost gave up a spot to Whiteman. They made contact. Everybody's keeping him straight. A little bit of a gap opening up right there between about 5th and 6th. But Royer's out front. Anderson second. Spangler is third. Helms to the 4th spot. Then it's Bandy and Maine, and they're still going at it. John Helms struggling on the bottom. Struggled a little to get the car up off of turn number 4 right there. Struggles getting it out of 2. Maine and Williams behind that now. Williams goes around Maine on the high side. He needs a gap to open up so he can get past these two. I think he's faster than the two in front of him. Just no room to maneuver. And he's locked down behind Jesse Bandy. Williams around Helm. He just cannot get in the clear. Man, he is tight on the back of Bandy right there. This is for 5th place. Anderson went to the bottom, and for a second he showed the right front to Royer. Caution this time. Grimm and Heimbaugh. Heimbaugh, the 4 car, up front. Oh, little tap there. That was Jans and Griggs got together, and they sent Matt Grimm on a terrible ride through the infield. He could have. That was Eldora, wasn't it, last week, Scott? Yeah, I couldn't remember where we went. It was Knoxville. It was Eldora where we went. Yeah, he probably did. You're probably right. I don't know. I wasn't around for that. I'm a working man. You know how it goes. So, Royer, Anderson, Spangler, Bandy, then Williams is 5th. Helms, Maine, Whiteman, Reynolds, and Jans through the top 10 right now. Grimm, Straczynski, and Berg are the only 3 cars retired. Chad Griggs looks like he has taken the 27 car off the racing surface. So we might have our 4th retiree. Maybe not, because he might have just rolled back out here. Yes, he did. So, looks like the lights are off. We're about ready to go, but we are not all the way doubled up here. 13 laps remaining. The end of the 3rd caution.
Green flag.
And Royer didn't get as big a jump this time. Through the middle, he's going to go to the high side. Does Anderson have the run? Yes, he does. He pulls alongside. Royer up to the top. Can he cross this over and get the spot back? Not that time. Royer in low, comes off the bottom. He's going to give up the spot again to Anderson. Now goes in, slider up the hill. This time Royer's got the spot. Anderson went for the slider. Royer instantly cut to the bottom. Now Royer, long, low, sweeping slider through turns 3 and 4. Put him back out front, but Anderson had another big run. Anderson out front. Coming around to 9 to go. Patrick Spangler now up to the high side. Here comes Ernie Williams trying to make a bid to get on the podium. Williams around Spangler. He grabs the spot. Spangler's back to 4th. Bandy 5th. Whiteman is right there. They're almost side by side. Ernie Williams around the high side, taking 2nd from his teammate. Trevor Royer has let the car go away on the top side. Now he's having to run the bottom. 6 to go, and it's 0.6 of a second. Can Williams make up the distance? Spangler is locked. Oh, my goodness. The 7 of Anderson slides out the exit of turn 2. He's off the track, and now it's Williams, Spangler, and Royer, the top 3. 5 to go. Wave lap that time by Royer. Fighting hard on the bottom. Williams and Spangler up top. Bandy about 1.2 seconds behind all of this. Can Whiskers get it done? 3 to go that time. I figured I did something bad. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I figured I did it. Here comes Spangler with the slider. They're going to be 3 wide out of 4. Williams leads the lap. So Spangler went for it just a little bit early. I think he thought maybe he could break that momentum. And Williams just cut right back under him. White flag coming out. Spangler's going to have one more shot at this. Can Williams feel it coming? Because Spangler got a huge run right there. Into 3 and 4. Spangler goes out high. Williams cuts back down to the inside. Spangler steals the win. On the last lap, Williams second, Royer third. Bandy and Whiteman, and Patrick Spangler with a fantastic move. Maine in 6, Jans, Reynolds, Shreves, Heimbaugh, Anderson, Waite, Thomason, Plaza, Griggs, Detmer, Helms, Grimm, Straczynski, and Berg made up the finishing order. We never have a great view for this, so we're going to do the best we can with what we got to work with. Let's get the teammates together. Let's hope they make it into chat. There's Mr. Spangler. He's in the chat. We're waiting for Mr. Royer and Mr. Williams to make their way to us. Trevor Royer now in the chat. Let's grab Trevor. Trevor Royer, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, you fought hard right there. You got to the front pretty quick, and it looked like maybe the car kind of gave up something on the top side there about the last 10 laps.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I could go back over those last couple laps and do it differently, but I thought I'd be able to get the bottom to work. Top was, I mean, you could keep your momentum up pretty good on the top, but I thought I was hitting the bottom of one and actually both ends. I was hitting both ends pretty good. I was like staying in the fight, and then I missed it a couple times, like 2 to go, and I was just running around for third. Yeah, once Pat got by me for second, I was like, yeah, I kind of just threw this one away. But good run overall. Got up to the lead, led some laps. Car felt really good. I felt like I could put it wherever. Just made a little mistake on line choice there, and it cost me.
Yeah, it looked like track got super slick, and you really either had to be on the rim or you had to be right in that inside. And down there in 3 and 4, that transition is kind of off camber, and if you miss it a little bit, you just kind of lose your bite coming out of the corner, don't you?
Yeah, you kind of got to wait on getting on the gas, because if you're on the gas too much when you hit that, you actually ramp off it and spin the tires. And so, yeah, both ends, it was being real patient, just trying to get to the tacky on exit. That was kind of the key of getting the bottom to work there. I mean, it kind of got me to the front. Got up to second run on the bottom, and thought maybe I could come back to it later in the race, and just didn't work out. Good run Good run though. Good win to Pat. Good run for Ernie in second. I know Ernie's kicking himself over that finish, but have two out of the three on the podiums. A good night, I'd say.
All right, man. Give me a couple shout outs before we let you get out of here then.
Yeah, my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, 19 Designs, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. You, Roger, putting on the broadcast. Cody for running this league Friday nights. Tracks have been getting real slick. This is the slickest I've seen tracks on iRacing in quite a while. And this is the best I've ran. I've been kind of struggling in this league the past few weeks to start this season, but I feel like got some good momentum to go roll into the next week. And congrats to Pat again on the win and Ernie on second.
All right, man. We'll look forward to seeing you Monday night, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Roger.
There's Trevor Royer finishing in third, and now we're going to grab his teammate. Well, we were. There we go. There we go. Now we'll get Whiskers in here, and we'll ask him, is it sower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
That's a hard one to take, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't blame it on somebody, but you can't really blame it on anybody but the guy holding the steering wheel. So I'll take the chalk it up as just a dumb move down there. But hey, Patrick deserved it. He was good all night. You know what I mean? I can't complain. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
I'm not happy, but
he went after you there with about 3 to go, and it didn't stick. Yeah, you got it underneath. You got it back to him. Did you not feel how close he was?
I did not. The whole time until I think he showed down a one time, and I was like, and I didn't know who it was. I didn't even really look at my relative. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I really wasn't thinking it was him. You know what I mean? So then I come back, and when he slid me, I was like, holy shit! Like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had seen him up there running the cushion earlier, so I knew he's fast, you know what I mean? But I just thought it would have been Trevor, you know what I mean? Since I had passed Trevor for the lead, I wasn't expecting him to get back around Trevor. And but yeah, I did a dumb move, and he did the smart thing down at 3 and 4 on the last lap.
Yeah. Well, you're going to come home second tonight, man. These tracks super slick, and that makes for very, very thin line racing. And if you miss it, it looks like you got to pay for it. And tonight you're going to pay by giving up the win.
Yeah. It's one of those times where I gave it away for sure. But like I said, we got to swallow this one, Roger. Ain't no doubt about that.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout outs and some thank yous before we let you head out tonight, buddy.
Absolutely. Tim Nichols up there in Lima, Ohio with Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. He's a big help to the team. Ross Carrento with Velocity Race Design. You, Roger, for doing the broadcast. So they're always top notch. Love going back and watching them. Can't wait. I'm sure you. I'm gonna hate going back and watching it, but I am going to. And all the Black Diamond guys. Trevor probably would have won this race. I think he was a little low on fuel while he had to go down to the bottom. So he ended up coming home third. Congratulations to Patrick for winning, and thanks for all the fans come out and watch the race. And hopefully they enjoyed it, and we'll see you hopefully next weekend, buddy.
All right, man. We'll see you next Monday, buddy. Ernie Williams finishing second, and now grab the guy. He made it happen. He showed him on lap 3 he was going to do it. He turned around, or with 3 to go, he was going to do it. And he turned around on the last lap and down in 3 and 4. You made old Whiskers pay for leaving the door open.
Yeah, I was lucky there. Just kind of ironic that he raced the feature in the same way, just last lap sliders. But yeah, it was a fun one tonight.
It looked like your car was good the entire race. You were able to hang around there in the top 4 or 5. Then Royer moved off the top and went to the bottom. You kind of followed Williams through at the last part, that last 4 or 5 laps after that last restore. Were you just kind of setting that up, just trying to figure out where you were going to do it?
Yeah, I think the first 3 laps I was having to hold up for Ernie there, and because him and Royer right beside each other, and I think I could throw a slider. But then right after the Royer lost a little bit of ground where I could have thrown a slider, Ernie got better and I couldn't catch him, and then I just happened to catch him on those 2 laps. But yeah, usually when Royer or Helms start up front or get to the lead, you can't catch him, and just got lucky, I guess, today.
Well, still an awesome run, and with the track as slick as it was, you really had to make the choice, and looked like you chose the top pretty much the entire night. How thin was that line up there?
It was pretty thin, and if you missed it on the exit at 2, like if you weren't on like that little cushion, you were just below it. You were just spinning tire and losing ground. So you had to stay focused every lap. It's by far my favorite track, so got the most laps here, and just felt comfortable tonight. Just glad to see the cushion was there.
All right. Well, an awesome run, man. Some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you go celebrate.
Yeah, to see you for the awesome broadcast you do each week. Cody for running this league. Train with Racing. Zach, Chapman, Dittmer, and Dean tonight. We're all in the chat, so it's all nice to have them. Wish everybody for running clean. That was nice to get some long green flag runs.
All right, Mitt. Congrats on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Patrick Spangler picking up the win here at Lernerville tonight. Well, that is going to do it for us. It was a fun one. Love it when we get to see last lap passes for the win. And we got to see a good one there between a bunch of good guys. And Mr. Spangler definitely earned that one tonight for sure. I want to thank all of you for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing like we saw here tonight, there is nothing for us to do for you. So everybody gets a big pat on the back and a super high five. Hope everybody had an awesome Christmas, working our way into New Year's. Please be safe. Be smart. Get a designated driver. Call an Uber. Get a Lyft. Whatever you got to do. Make sure you make it back here next week for us. We'll be back on Sunday night and Monday, and then we won't back again until next Friday. So 3 nights, 4 shows next week. Don't miss one of them. Say hi in the chat. We appreciate that a lot. Till we see y'all the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down. If it ain't dirty, don't be in it.